lane, but then he's really weak, especially once they changed the talent, the 15 talent to 20. It was between the 4-second astral step charge or the outer dissimulate ring. I think if Liquid's going to win this, it's going to be out of stomping lanes, which they can probably do. I think it was Milan that said that picking the Sven means that the Brewmaster has a good lane. And we know what happens when 33 has those lanes. I feel like this is definitely going to be a much easier showing than the Slaughter game. But yeah, they're going to have to stop these lanes. They do have a decent amount of push with this Enigma early on, but that's another thing they're going to struggle. This Luna is not necessarily going to be getting them early towers. It's only, you know, post 15 minutes that you usually see Lunas joining fights. So yeah, if the Sven, it feels like all of these games where Ramses is uncontested, he really pops off hard. And even though Liquid might hit their timings, I think the Sven counters most of what they had. It's a good matchup against Luna. It's a good matchup against the Brew. I hope the Liquid really puts up some pressure here, especially rotating the Enigma to try and kill Ramses a couple of times, to me seems very important.
Well, that's all going to start on Nisha's game here for the Void Spirit. So I do think at least to dive a little bit deeper into this matchup in particular, I do think there's a lane advantage for the Void Spirit just naturally being universal, and your attack animation is very, very good. It's not like Puck is going to struggle at all. Like, Rayble's still going to have a great time, but we can see if you do outplay on the Void Spirit, you can just like edge out a bit of an advantage, and first level 6 with maybe some supports rotating can then get the kill on the Puck, and all of a sudden it can snowball. I'm still seeing a lot of this like Mage Slayer build, you know, treads Mage Slayer into the Scepter, so probably nothing different this game, I imagine, for Nisha. But the matchup, different than what we used to see, right? Because it really used to be that Your Scepter that we were getting from the Void Spirit when it was like first introduced to counter the Puck.
And I think that's my point. I think in that iteration of Void Spirit, he was a much better counter of the Puck because you did go for that item. It buys time for your team to set up on the Puck. Then you get your stun with the Raider Remnant. This game, what's really the follow-up for the Remnant? It's like Lift. They don't really have, like, Enigma's cast ranges are all really minor. This is another game where Disable isn't necessarily 33's priority with his hero. So I don't think you counter the Puck. But if Nisha has a good game, this hero, as you said, scales immensely. He's a universal hero. Just like Wind Ranger, just like Magnus, can seem very strong in the later portions of the game. But yeah, once again, if it goes late, Liga, they're going to have a lot of scaling as well.
I guess a big thing that still needs to be mentioned is like no answer to BKB Black Hole, so that could just be the X factor potentially, depending on how much farm Insane's going to get. And I even wonder what some of the early game items are going to be for the Enigma. Like, do you have a favored position? Sorry, do you have a favored like item build for the +5 Enigma at the moment?
Yeah, I just like the Vlads. I like the, you know, get some auras, be really strong. Your focus isn't really the black holes necessarily, just to outlast the fight. And eventually, once the stuns are on cooldown, some key hero at a distant black hole. I'm way more that play style than just, you know, trying to get a blink. I think it's also a way where your Eidolons become way better at split pushing. So in some games, you can even like make use of that. No items, no clear indication of what Insania is building right now, though. But, you know, either Drums or Vlad seems like the better options for me.
Well, do see Nisha is having a bit of an advantage at the moment in the mid lane. 16-5 compared to the 10-2. Rayble's still got a bunch of creeps. Unfortunately, we'll miss on the Remnant, so Nisha's not gonna be able to mess around too much with the CS under the tower of Rayble.
Yeah, that melee, the animation on Void Spirit is insane. But I think, honestly, there's way higher chance that this Void Spirit dies a lot in the mid game than Rebel. Because Coil into, like, they have so many spells where you have the stand pitch also close the gap. Coil into Frostbite, to me, seems like a death sentence to Nisha every fight. You're gonna have to play with the supports behind Nisha to make sure that he doesn't really die too much. This hero is one of those heroes that needs kind of a perfect game to really scale. He doesn't really farm nearly as fast as he used to.
Yeah. That is really the big concern about this Void Spirit here, is just your ability to be able to pick up farm across the map. So there's not many players who are able to play that fine line of fighting but also farming. As bottom lane, Centaur looks like they've lost the Maleficent ticks, but still Tomato wanting to chase him down under the tower. Some of the Eidolons to be able to tank up. Might lose a couple of them though. So this position for Gyrocopter opting for the flak cannon.
Yeah, pretty useful. Level 1. I wonder if he's willing to buy a buckler here as Insania. Gonna try body block with the Eidolons.
Nicely done. Is it enough though? No, it's not. Split unfortunately not out just yet for the Eidolons, but I mean, you do so much damage. He does have a Self at least, so was able to recognize that it was going to be bought pretty low. Need more top lane.
Stack as well.
Making go into Pantomime. Blood Grenade's going to be casted out, looking for the TP. Have they got the... Oh, dude, of course he crit. Last hit, why not? Of course, yeah, luck kind of needs to be on their side a little bit. They haven't been having a good day, Liquid.
Yeah, that's the first big win here. No TP for the Crystal Maiden. Ramses probably doesn't get pressure too much in this lane, but he will be zoned out of the creeps for sure. And that's already a decent win. In terms of Puck and Void Spirit, still a decent... I mean, that's actually a pretty sizable advantage. Nisha just stomping this time around.
Really looking at the supports to rotate, because again, Nisha's going to hit level 6, and there is a window for a potential kill. Especially if you can start to kind of bring the resources down on the Puck early on before that 6. He might be lacking some mana though, unfortunately doesn't have Bottle to play around with potentially all his spells.
Yeah, this Catapult Wave gives him the level 6. They already have Rubik nearby, but yeah, that's definitely not enough. There's a Fairy Fire and 8-6 charges on Rebel. Oh, he's going!
Fox is here as well. Oh, he got level 6. Nisha now is really low to contest his Pantomime, but the DD might actually just kill Nisha. Ooh, gets a step away, but Boxy, without a doubt, is going to go down regardless.
Oh, that feels really bad. You lose the rune. All of that advantage is now kind of gone. He's probably... Yeah, you can sap some experience, but you got to be careful here. One orb that connects into the silence could allow Rebel to totally turn this lane advantage around. Should be good. Wisdom Rune's gonna spawn. Doesn't seem like anyone's gonna go for a snatch play.
Oh, should just be a 1-1 split.
Yeah.
I'm even scanning just to try and make sure that no one's up to some shenanigans of sitting these Wisdom Brooms, but very happy. But again, this Brewmaster, great time for 33. They're actually even going to give them Wisdom Rune as well. So how would we like to see him use the first primal split of the game?
You either TP to Ver's lane and you kill him because he doesn't have level 6, or you get someone to rotate here. Well, we're gonna get Pantomime, but you don't need your OT for that, I think, unless... Yeah, he doesn't even have the OT yet, but there you go. Now he does. But yeah, I think killing the center before level 6 is really good. You're not killing Rebel, no matter what you do. You can try and get a rotation going towards the mid lane, but it's kind of obvious at this stage of the game. Through the way it's pushed up, I don't think Nisha has the resources to even afford that. Boxy going for some stacks here on the Liquid side. They also have some pretty big stacks on Liga in general. Both teams really trying to gear up for that scaling. Oh, he did miss the Dire stacks though.
It's a nice rune. What if he looks to use it straight away? If they do have a ward around top that potentially might scout him out, looking to try and cut Ramses down. He wants to stack, which Insane is trying to farm, which is also struggling at the moment.
There we go. No, instead of just buying boots here, does have the Basilius, so we're not entirely sure what his build is going to be. For the Void Spirit, Eggs is definitely amazing this game. Silencing the center means you might not get the Stampede off. Silencing the Puck's obviously really, really powerful. But usually you see an intermediary item, and that's the, I guess, the tough choice. Do you go Mage Layer, as you said? Do you get an Echo Saber? Oh wait, he has a Ring of Tarask? Okay, no.
Did he get rid of it? Okay, yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
This
that's
is...
good. Yeah.
I want to see... This is something I've kind of been bringing up in some of the casts where I've seen Void Spirit versus Puck. it seems like this, because right, mate. I'll hold that because we do have a bit of a gank. I mean, you see Pantom, bit of a free kill with the haste, so Nisha should be able to catch up with these. Also got to scout out some stacks as well, so you would love to be able to take them afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, hold that because they're probably actually going to take a fight to protect it.
Okay, so who do you split for these stacks? This is not. This is a lot of money. That Sven definitely wants and can't farm because his god strength has been used.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, he's actually going there. Yeah, there's gonna be some sort of fight for this, I believe.
Foxy. Probably be coiled inside the river. Nisha, gotta be in some careful state as well. Actually wants to jump over the top because 33 is gonna make his rotation. L1GA should be able to TP up, but they've actually got the telekinesis. Bo3 still holding that. And it will be a power in that spawns bottom. Do they want to continue to go for Pantomime? Cinderbrew still on cooldown from 33.
Is under attack.
I don't know if he wants to commit the ultimate for it. I mean, 5 seconds till it's back alive. They'll get the clap slow. It's like, do they want to go into the T2 tower though? Yeah, bit of a chase, unfortunately. It's not going to work out. Do they get the stacks
Honestly, to me, that's a huge play from Liga. They actually go aggressive and allows Ramses to farm all of the stacks. He even farm the camp that spawn afterwards on both sides. I mean, you lose one support and you get all of that farm on your carry. Look at the difference in net worth here. 5.5k on Ramses, and every game he gets to play like this, he has been delivering. So I still feel like Liga is very comfortable, although this mid tower could be a problem with Coil being used.
Okay, so I do want to quickly go back to this Orchid. So you said, and 100% agree, that there needs to be an item before the Scepter is completed, and we've seen even after the patch, it's been the Mage Slayer. And I was thinking that Orchid might be that item just because you don't get as many stats, and honestly, I mean, you don't even with Mage Slayer for a universal hero, but what you get, I mean, attack speed's great, damage is great, you get 22. I mean, overall, the mana regen's going to feel really nice, but the big thing is just the cost reduction against the puck, like, feels incredible. And the only reason why I was thinking people were not going for that, because I don't know if you still want to go Scepter on Void Spirit, and like Scepter again is on a universal hero with the Void Spirit, which really amps up your Resonant Pulse damage, gives you double silence. It's like, is it worth going the Orchid if you're also not going to go the Scepter? So I'm very, very intrigued on what Nisha's full build is going to be.
I think you'll go both, and I think, like, sometimes too much of the same thing is bad in Dota, but if you think about the ways Puck would itemize against the silence, like the U-Scepter, having both silences allows you to still play around. Like, the U-Scepter is not a get-out-of-jail card for Rebel whatsoever. As Link find Nisha, there you go.
That's a big one. And this is something that Liga do have in abundance. It's going to be control this game. You get caught once. Nisha should always be killed off afterwards.
Really big jump. I mean, this Centaur, he didn't really have the greatest laning stage, but finishing both Veil and Blink, usually I don't think you would have it at this time, having kind of a mediocre laning stage, but he didn't go for the phase boots, which makes sense. That's not a lane he really fears getting killed, so can just get straight up into the Veil Blink of the skipping the phase boots this game. Makes a lot of sense.
What do you think about the mechanism first for Insanio? We're not getting that Vlad's Rush.
I like it, right? He's probably gonna get the Dispel here for the Greaves. Pretty decent against Frostbite, pretty decent against the Puck as L1GA. Will be killed. It's fine. They have a lot of burst damage, so also having that extra armor, especially that kicks in with the Greaves against Sven, might make, like, it probably forces Ramses to have to go for 1 or 2 extra swings. And those can really make a difference, especially as we saw in that game where they almost lost with the Sen, where you kind of your damage starts to temper off. So I really like Greaves. I think Vlad's is in general a better Enigma item, but in this game, the Dispel plus the extra armor makes sense. And look at 33, man. He's gonna finish a Radiance minute 14 and a half, I guess.
Yeah, pretty
Liquid
good.
is getting a lot out of this. I'm still a bit skeptical about the Void Spirit, but everyone else having a good game. Even Timaru keeping up with Ramses.
Let's see if they want to still go for their own play, though, across the map. You do have this Orchid now completed. They get ready to fight, though.
Stolen Silence.
That jump. Nisha, reveal of the Orchid. If they got the damage inside the silencer, but the Stampede gets the puck back up to the high ground. Rabel still wants to turn to offer some spells. Has got to be cautious though. Should be fine. 33, not really much. He's actually, will he still be able to catch up to the puck though?
Has a Radiance. Oh no, he doesn't.
He should get him, maybe. Oh, no Radiance. Okay, never mind. And looks like Rabel should be able to get out of dodge. I mean, 33 is not going to let him go away this easily. Tries to duck over to the northern tree line.
No
the
mana.
Master hot pursuit. He'll actually get him in the end. And I think they got a glimpse of the Centaur as well, so nice blink to the trees. Now he does have some reinforcements starting to pivot on over.
All right. Rams is getting pretty close here to a choice, whether he wants the Blink Dagger or BKB. I really like the BKB this game. I don't think you... I'm sorry, I really like the Blink. You already have a lot of catch. If you get like a 2-man coil, that is pretty much a double kill for this man. There's really no way to deal with it so far. No BKBs, no saves. Bedouin?
They got the definitely with Ramses coming through for the Sven God Strength, they should have the damage. They just need the control though. Rabel still without coil, can't even get him range. And
No vision.
Boxy just snipes Pantomin on the back line. So Rabel, coil is back up now. So looks like killing to Boxy will be there. Make him work for it in the end. Oh.
So close, actually. Yeah. He felt like he could squeeze that extra second there to get out.
It's a weird thing.
Don't know how coil works, bro. Still, I mean, I don't think that's that good for Liga. It's still Liquid on the aggressive side. We haven't really seen them making any plays. I love that they actually played very aggressive there. He even has his Radiance now. So, next fights are probably not going to be easy here. And Ramses does get his BKB at the end of the day. Ooh.
Nisha. He doesn't actually see some other heroes playing behind the Gyrocopter at the moment. Rest of the Liquid are actually again swinging over, but 33 is going to be cautious. Without the Primal Split, they might be able to blow him up. They're just lacking the damage at the moment without the puck nearby him. Freezing Field's going to do minimal amount of damage this early on into the game. Well, they smoked.
Dire are scanning.
Okay, they want more. They will have split, 7 seconds. So even though they fought there, they still have a couple of tricks up their sleeve. And yeah, Liga, they've been really good at reading these moves. They almost never got picked off in the other game, and they will be able to disengage. And I don't even think they can get this tower. Still kind of tough on Timado.
Who's had a silent game. 0 kill involvement for Tomato on the Luna. Very close to the Manta. You're wanting to maybe start to join the boys. Offer up that damage up we've seen could be in question, but really importantly with a successful team fight, look for an objective off the back of it.
Yeah, pretty much mimicking Timado. He's 0-0 and 1. They are relatively
trying to set up on him.
Silence.
Rabel will start. Centaur will
good,
follow.
good Orchid.
Great Orchid to be able to stop the hoof stomp. Is it going to matter in the end though?
It will.
Looks like it will. Nisha. Wow, quick fingers with the Orchid.
Damn. That was, yeah, that's really clutch. She 100% dies there. So, yeah, Crystal Maiden was not nearby. She is protecting Ramses at the moment. And with no coil, they cannot take a fight.
See, usually at this stage I would say like you could be considering Roche for Liquid as well. Like you have an Enigma with the Luna. Vlad's usually is what we see, but without the Vlads, I think it's probably not a possibility without maybe some more items on the Luna.
Yeah, I think it's too slow for this game. Liga can definitely, if you know God's Strength is on cooldown, maybe you can try. I'm not sure they saw that Ramses popped God's Strength. Could be an opening here, especially when you have split. You can just brute force Roshan knowing you're gonna have the team fight advantage. But maybe they want to wait for the Radiant side, right? It's much safer if Liquid takes it there.
Ramses again is also going for this Blink build. We saw earlier today, in particular against the Wind Ranger. But really the big thing that it seemed like brought this hero back was the Scepter. So it's another game where he's not opting for it.
Yeah, pretty interesting, especially when pretty much every other carry I've seen is building it. you definitely... I think against elusive heroes,
Dire
it makes sense to get Blink, right? Against your Pucks, against your Void Spirits, your Ring Rangers. Pretty hard to use the eggs in a where you don't end up out of position. But so yeah, I think just because of the Void Spirit, you might want this. Also against the Brewmaster, right? Very easy for him to just press R and then you're out of position, probably force you pop BKB. But yeah, the Blink Dagger has been working pretty well for him. Looks like the entirety of Liquid now on the bottom side. They might be going for that rush play you talked about now. Is this a smoke?
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, 33 is going to run to Pantomime. There's so much hate, dude. Split for a CM? So I guess that's got to be Roche, but you've got a 20-second window now to get it before it's a 5v5, and Bo3 and Tomato aren't currently with them down bottom.
Yeah, Tomato not even close. So yeah, maybe they want to wait the BKB. Pretty chill, and I mean, this is a game where I like that Liquid's being chill. They have the advantage, they have a share amount of map control. You don't really care of trading farm right now. And
do you actually like this slow game for them? Doesn't Puck just solo win this game?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, solo win the game is a
Oh, have you seen Puck
strong
right now?
word.
I don't know, dude.
I
This
have,
hero
but I
is
love-
pretty dumb.
I love his build. He's going BKB. He honestly doesn't want to have to deal with that Orchid. Oh, okay. Fine. Okay.
I think Ramses maybe thought there were more heroes here.
They could Roche. They will.
The BKB is something I saw actually a lot from Melrine, who without a doubt is probably the best Puck at the moment. Also a unique kind of build from Melrine is just the second item Ag Shard. It's not much of a deviation, but it's like your people are going Ag Shard maybe after Blink or fourth item, but Melrine really likes to just go Witchblade, Ag Shard, and then into either Blink, BKB, whatever.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's really strong. A lot of people forget that you get the 35 bonus damage as well. It's so much AoE DPS. It even helps you farm without spending mana, which is one of the problems of going for this new style, let's say, where you don't really get that many mana regen items. So you do spam a lot of spells. Now, with these Aegis here on Rebel and the Blink BKB on L1, on Liga, I think they're ready to fight. Like, they don't really need anything else. There's BKB on center as well. So even that Orchid play we saw from Nisha, not going to be as effective.
Radiant are scanning.
I mean, what are your thoughts so far with the Orchid? Because it definitely...
Radiant's
I mean, the KDA doesn't look...
is under attack.
It's fine for Nisha, but you'd probably have to say you're going down this route. You're hoping for a lot more kills off the back of the Orchid.
Yeah, but I mean, once again, it's a game where 33 is farming a lot. You don't have the best pick-off heroes. I think this Blink on Insania is a good step towards that direction, but it's a recent item, so they never got to really play with those heroes together. So yeah, and that's the thing. It feels like to me, Nisha used to shine a lot when he played this tempo controllers, your Embers, your Void Spirits and Pucks. But at least in this tournament, the drafts we've seen, there's not a lot of things that are there to enable him to really like double down on that sort of playstyle. So I'm fine. Like, I don't think he really, with the draft they have, they had a lot of options to really get many more kills. I think it's all right. You know, even forcing this Puck into a BKB is probably enough of an advantage already by getting the item. And you still get the mana regen, still farm pretty well. Should be okay. Is that a BKB flying out to Rebel? It is.
How they got a glimpse of Rubik. Maybe that actually lane ward up top was able to see him, so before the amulet. And they're all actually going to start to clump up top. Rebel will also try and shove out mid to deal with the Eidolons. And I guess the one thing about this slower paced game is just the fact that the supports are getting a little bit more farm on Liquid's side. We see Insane a lot of last hits. Boxy as well is, I mean, doing relatively okay. So we'll have to see how much we're going to get out of the supports in particular, because it does seem like there's a lot more playmaking potential, or impact I really should say, from both the Enigma and the Rubik compared to like CM and Gyro late game.
Yeah, I mean, once you get that Blink KB on Insania, which he isn't necessarily too far away from, already halfway towards that item, it's going to start to get scary, especially because he has Eye of the Vizier. With extra cast range, it gets tricky, even for the Puck to deal with that. Maybe Abyssal Blade Puck is the option here. I don't know, but you're going to have to find a way. Because there's no Caught or Abyssal possibility in this game.
Where are my fights, though? What's going on? Just another farm game.
Yeah, it's pretty... Very, very chill. Both carries just farming. 1-0-2 versus 0-0-0. Actually, 0-0-0 minute 25. This is crazy. On Timado. He's just chilling, you know, has the Spotify playlist in the background, just having fun.
Vibing out. Carry plays Wet Dream 0-0-0, just listen to music, kill some creeps. He's got most last hits now. Actually, Sven's got a little bit more.
What's your role, by the way? What's your preferred role?
I've just made a transition back to mid, but I'm playing very casually, so...
Okay, okay. Because I was gonna ask, what's your preferred type of music? Because I think it has a lot to do with the role you play.
What do you think it is? Like, what do you think each preferred music is, depending on the role?
I think, you know, for carries, you definitely want something, like, because you don't really have to say much in the beginning and you're just farming. I think it can be anything. But like if you're playing support, if you actually have to talk a lot, at least for me, I prefer instrumental music. You know, like original soundtracks or anything that doesn't really have a lot of voices in my head, because I think I can really think straight. Do you even listen to songs playing, or are you more of a no music type guy?
Yeah. It's kind of some. It's a lot of techno at the moment, though, so I feel like that kind of suits a mid laner. Just maybe a little bit of energy, just hype up the movements across the map. Yeah, I used to listen to a lot of lo-fi while playing as well, though. So also you're trying to zen out a little bit, just calm myself from the mental battle that are pubs.
True. So, I mean, Age is over. Still pretty even game, but they are trying to set up mid lane here. Oh, Timado can? I don't think they can kill him with that BKB.
No, they're gonna try and actually sweep through their own jungle, though.
Shiva's
is... Yeah, it's now completed.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So
no
many big
dispel
items.
on 33. I feel like that's the biggest struggle. They do have some glimmers, so you're gonna have to have the detection.
They know, but look at the jump in. Somehow they're able to predict themselves inside the tree lane. BKB was activated before the Black Hole, so the damage is going to be lacking onto Ramses, who turns, beats on Tanisha. And now with the Stampede, they're going to be able to catch up to Insania as well. It just wasn't good enough, but maybe Tomato can turn the tides. Coming a little late here for the Luna, but at least he doesn't have to worry about some spells with the magic damage. What a BKB! Oh, Tomato! Quick on the fingers, avoids the hoof stomp. That was perfect. All the impact you were needing out of the Luna. And it would be worth it if you can get this Centaur kill. They still lose 3 heroes. You get a big one onto Ramses, but... Man, what was that BKB reaction?
That was a clutch Black Hole. And I mean, they didn't even had BKB on Insania, but the fact that they kind of slowed down the initial burst of damage, allowed Timado to connect to that fight, allowed the brew split to happen, because they had the silence, they had the control to kill 33, and once that happens, they slowly just get all of the back line, and Timado finally gets out of that 0-0-0. Is now a proud 1-0-1. Alright, and Roshan might be on the Radiant side, which is definitely good for Liquid here.
Yes. You Puck with an enchanted quiver. There's just things you absolutely love to see.
And Parasma. Yep. We're getting there. Shards on the way.
they gave him the wisdom room as well. It's just, why not?
This hero, I mean, the black hole is the only thing that might hold him down. Once he pops up, if they don't initiate an Insania, black hole comes in. But if you do, then the split is probably going to be used in the fight, and things are hard. But I feel like 33 has been doing a good job at splitting his brews as well. Like he's not clumping them all together, so the hits of the Sven take them down. And I think that's why a lot of people feel like, you know, Sven is this safe counter to the brew. But I think really good brew players know how to play around that. Like you just ignore the Sven or you split them around. There's definitely some things that you can do about it.
Smoking sweeping across the map's going to be Liquid. They've got a really good observer that's scouting out Ramses. The offlane Sentinel inside this jungle. They are going to start to leave the area. It's going to be a long path down to bottom. Let's see if League are able to read it. Don't have Puck if a fight does break out right now as well. BKB just got completed for Insania. Black hole on cooldown for another 10 seconds.
Oh, this is huge. Level 2 black hole as well. They are not aware, or at least until the smoke is up, they're not going to be aware.
33 is a big kill. 33 is a huge kill. They're going to try and sit 3 minutes stun! Again, Tomato with the reactions. He's not going to get clipped by it, but it's not going to matter in the end unless Insania can turn it around with the back hole onto 2. And Anisha as well. Nothing he has to be worried about. He can look for the cleanup. Rabel gets the jaunt away, but they got a glimpse of Gyro. And they can chase him down. Ducks in the trees, it does not matter. No Astral Step to catch up for the moment. A TP is there, it's just going to be up to if he can juke inside the tree line. And L1GA will actually make it away. Very nicely done, but what a gigantic black hole from Insania. I mean, almost Centaur got his own Ravage as well, but just not enough.
That was beautiful. You know, this is why I think Rebel might get a kill here. He has a gem. Very nice. Kills Boxy. Oh.
Yep. Maybe back live, we might need to go. Yeah, Nisha's
gem on the ground.
The entirety of your existence was but a single.
Alright. Just solo killing. Rebel got a little bit too greedy, unfortunately. Gem picked up back again.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, that's Void Spirit for you. You just do so much damage. That Orc duration. No Kaya Sanj on Puck. Usually you see that, but he ended up going for the BKB with some cooldown. And they're gonna find another one. L1GA.
Very, very greedy positioning, and they're going to condemn him for that. So, alright, Liquid. Highest net worth leader of the game now, up to 7,000. Like, nothing crazy or insurmountable at all. It's 32 minutes in. We've seen what League are going to be able to do.
Roche with a Luna. Insania. Oh, what is this carrier supposed to be doing on the bottom side?
Has been
Well,
killed.
dying, I guess.
I want to re-point out Tomato at that first fight, dodging a stun with BKB, and actually that fight, looking back at the replay, dodged it with a Manta instead, and then instantly popped BKB afterwards. So, I don't know, this dude is apparently on one in this game for him to do this back-to-back.
Dude, when I worked for ESL,
Is under attack.
what was it? ESL Malaysia? We had a Manta Dodge tournament. And Tomato won out of all the carries in the tournament. Like he says that he actually practices that mini game every day with the Manta Dodge.
Every damn. Alright.
Yeah. Before every pub, like before he starts playing pubs, he plays like 10 minutes of it. But definitely not behind our TZ there in the Manta Dodge department. And that's just free Roche here with a Luna. I feel like at this stage, Liquid heavy favorites. This black hole BKB, no real response. They don't have Abyssal. They don't have anything to stop it. And Luna, you know, only one tier 2 tower up. You win one fight. This game is wide open here for Liquid.
Yep. No, I don't know. These last couple of fights, we haven't felt that oomph that I feel like we were expecting out of Ramses, and especially what the network should be showing as well. He's still rivaling the Luna's net worth, but something's he's having some difficulty in these previous team fights. I guess what he's been black-holed in both though, right? So I mean that's potentially that's a great net worth counter.
To me, that's the Insania difference right there. Like giving him a hero that can do stuff like this. Like he had some really good tombstone saves in the game, and obviously they won the lanes, but I really feel like if you give a player like Insania Enigma, he can just showcase so much more.
I think it was actually Bepim Dacha where he was asking some of the other teams to let the Enigma through because he was playing a lot of pubs with it leading up to the tournament and had a very high success rate.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, definitely not surprised
Bo3?
here.
A little bit awkward of initiation with that Glimmer Cape. Ramsey's actually still farming at the moment. We'll give some time for Liquid to be able to move on over, but no one else was close enough to Tomato, so they won't be able to punish Ramses for his positioning, but I want to go up the high ground.
By Liga. Amplify damage as well. Ooh, they find
They're going to jump the backline instead. Bo3 gets blown up from 4-0. That is the coil committed, though. And now Insania once again is going to find another double black hole. Back-to-back team fights where the Enigma has been able to be that X factor Liquid were requiring. Is it enough, though? You are still taking a fight deep inside the base from Liga. They're going to be able to deal with the Aegis, but without the Sven buyback, there might just be nothing left in the tank.
They're still alive, but yeah, this Luna being alive is such a problem. They're gonna cut the mid wave. They pretty much dealt enough damage to the melee barracks bottom. Is this Megas? They need to do something right now.
Not sure what they can do. Puck is not at that stage just yet. I mean, Coil's still on cooldown, and Nisha recognizes the opening. Jump in, force out some spells. Oh, he had the remnant. Ooh. Look like it's gonna matter.
I mean, I think this is Megas, man. The Coil still, I guess, 5 seconds, but even if you have it, there's no stampede. All the damage comes from Ramses this game. Or, I mean, the puck does a little bit, but it's just not enough.
I mean,
they have a lot of
in. It's a lost attempt, but it might actually be enough damage. They get Tomato, they might get Nisha. Okay. Rabel's Coil is enough. Unfortunately, 33 won't be scouted out TPing in that tree line, but at least Liga will not have to go up against Megas.
Yeah, they have a decent Megas lineup, but it feels really bad. And look at the rival puck Q items here. Straight up rapier, it seems.
33. Okay, it's just gonna split. No messing around.
Yeah.
Not even gonna try and give them that opportunity. I thought he might even be able to get a kill into L1GA, but probably not the case. I think I was gonna say maybe Ramses is like scouting out the Wind Panda, but it's just farming that bottom wave.
Yeah, he's just dragging the creeps to the fountain. Okay. What a hero.
Okay.
Should be just fine. Keeps on farming. I mean, the creep waves are now a big problem. Contesting Roche, going for any place, it's really awkward, Liga. Even though they have this wave clear, every minute they're out of the base, the creep equilibrium is going to be ruthless towards their base. That Rapier, though, maybe that's what they need. It's not that far away.
I was gonna say maybe this kill into 33 if you actually ran up the high ground. You're going to see Nisha TPing in, but you do have the threat of everyone about to be back alive with Tomato respawning, so I'll start to fall back onto their half of the map.
And I mean, you were talking about the lack of oomph on Ramses. He didn't go for Daedalus, right? I think he had a pretty early one in the other game, and he's still pretty far away. Decided to buy Satanic as a second Dispel, but. And I guess it also makes him tankier, but he's not surviving these black holes, and there's no real save. There's no Wind Waker. Oh, I guess there's gonna be one. Centaur is very close to it.
Okay. Like, good luck saving the black hole. You just have somehow Insania has a net worth for Scepter. So, and it's gonna get a little bit more damage as well with the extra level coming up shortly. He's, what, about 17 and 1/3, so... Well, all right, let's see. I haven't seen an even a scepter in a very long time.
Right, he also has a Psyche headband, so that extra cast range can always be really tricky. And Liquid, not waiting for Aegis, they just want to end this right now, or at least get the Megas.
I was going to say, there really could be an argument for them. Oh, Ramsey's pops gold strength. What did he sell for the rapier gold? I think he sold something. Because he was lacking it before. What? How far did he get flying outside the base? Ramsey's in it to pop BKB, won't be able to. Oh, no. Alright, it's all up to this rapier coil.
And you probably want to fight now, or else Liquid's just going to wait for Roshan, and then... But yeah, you're also choosing to fight your Sven. You don't want to force that buyback. You're going to hold, but this is... Yeah, this is not ideal. Far from it.
I guess if you fight now, though, you're going to have to buy back on the Sven, and... Hang on. Rabel, he has to activate the BKB. The silence... Was it from the... What did he even get silence from? Oh, Mindbreaker. I'm so confused.
Is there a Mindbreaker? I don't think there is. Okay. Maybe stolen...
I don't even know.
Huh.
Well, 40 seconds still without the Sven, and they're going to posture in a position where, I mean, if Liquid can make the go, they really want to get this buyback out of Ramsey's. 30 seconds now.
Yeah,
He does have God Strength if he buys back now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, jump in. That's a pretty good target. That's the Enigma. No one else is really there to follow up at the moment, but the Wind Waker, of course, can help reset. Unfortunately, L1GA doesn't have that same capability. They'll lose the gyro, but still, Ramsey's holding the buyback up in 8 seconds.
Oh, he bought now?
I mean, maybe they see an opportunity onto Tomato, but Centaur goes down. Ramsey's may not even get an opportunity to pop to BKB. Gets it off for the last second. He needs a Satanic. Is the health going to be enough? And Puck is nowhere to be seen. The Rapier for your mid laner just doesn't even get an opportunity. And Liga